Welcome to the Osborne Park Bowling Club for the finals of the AFGRI Women's Countryweek 4s at the moment. So they're just completing their roll-up and then we'll be underway. My name's Peter Harris, and with me in commentary for this morning is Bowls WA CEO Ken Pride.
Morning, Pete. Yeah, interesting day, obviously, with weather. Some concerns about it, although as we sit here now, it looks perfectly fine. A little bit of rain, obviously, around overnight, so the green certainly won't be flying. Down on A green at Osborne Park, and hopefully that weather will stay away for us to complete the ladies' finals today. Yes,
well, who knows, but at the moment, it's very nice. So they've obviously been playing all week, so today will be a bit of a difference for them with the rain and this overnight, so it is a bit slower. Hopefully they'll adjust pretty quickly. So in the final of the 4s out there, we have we have an all southwest final for a start. So Busselton with June Beswick skippering, Gail Botting, Maureen Beaton and Helen Paganoni, and they're taking on Brunswick's Nye Archer, Noleene McCormack, Joanne Norton and Margaret Exton. So they'll begin. They're just completing their roll-ups now. So we'll just quickly run through what else is going on at the moment. We do have pairs semi-finals going on as well. Next door, we're on rink 1, they're on rink 3 and 5, and in the pairs semi-finals is Gamelling's Gail Lemos and Julie McLean up against the old Hall of Famer. Roma Dunn.
She can't hear us at the moment.
No, from Dudley Park. It's great to see Roma back out there in finals contention, and Lexi Webster. And the other semi-final is Port Brevard's Irene Kozak and Carol, I knew this name was going to get me, Gorbanow,
I think we'll go with.
We'll go with Carol Gorbanow. Sorry, Carol, if that's wrong. And Binning Up's Janice Mundy and Judy Flanagan.
Bowls WA Deputy President out there looking for probably her first Countryweek title.
Yes. So the week's gone pretty smoothly, except for one of our players in the 4s, Nye Archer. She's also still in the singles. So that has held us up a bit. So Nye has actually got a quarter-final of her singles to finish after this. So she could be in for a long day.
Yeah, it's a certainly a long week. Anyone to get through to the pointy end of finals days, obviously had a terrific tournament. So I guess first cab off the rank though, she'll be looking to put the 4's final notch on her belt as the jack is thrown for the very first end. Looking forward to it. So two good sides, clearly, probably unheralded sides, given the strength of the 4's over the course of the week. But certainly looking forward to a really good game. Green, hard to tell, Pete, probably around the 14-second mark. It's certainly not overly quick.
No, yeah, 13 to 14 probably. They've been good all week, unfortunately. Fortunately, they've been good all week. Unfortunately, obviously, that's the beauty of playing on grass. I know these ladies would only be playing, Busselton in that league is the only grass green, so that's a very quick grass green.
Not quite like this one,
so
is it?
It's not quite like this. But that's I suppose, the beauty or the hindrance of playing on grass. Every day is a new day.
Yeah, interesting final. And I think we'll probably see a bit of that today, where players really don't want to be short on the slower greens and really pushing it through the head, as we just saw then from Brunswick lead, really 15 feet really through the head. So I think they'll take a little while just to settle into the game, but also to get the true pace of the green.
So Helen, super trail. Nothing wrong with a super trail on this kind of surface.
Yeah, and I guess that's really the key today for all the players, just to really keep looking to trail the jack, irrespective of the situation on the head. Once again, we just see
Margaret push through. Yep. Will take us a little while to get used to these names.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, as I said, unheralded players, but look, just fantastic to see them. Obviously played really well during the week.
So Busselton off to a very fast start.
Yeah, fine ball there from Maureen Beaton, probably 2 to 3 feet short, but really with all the position, the leads bowls from Busselton really, 15, 16, 17 feet through.
So they played the semi-finals last night. They finished about 7:30. Both semi-finals of the fours were played with, two.
Could have been at one stage an
Nearly
all Brunswick final.
Yeah, all Brunswick final. I was just finding my name. So Gloria Pelham from Brunswick and her team played in the semi-final against the Busselton team, and she went down. So Busselton won that quite comfortably, 21-5. So we did have a sprinkler of rain last night for about 10 minutes during the game. So they had some practice last night on the green slowing at night and a bit of rain.
It's a good line there, but just pulling up probably 3 to 4 feet short. So it would look certainly like Brunswick side holding 2 shots with the lead bowls.
And the Nye Archer team beat Vicky Warren's team from Dudley Park in the semi-final last night, 13-10. She was always in control, although it was reasonably close to 13-10, but she was always at 2, 3, 4 in front. That, I assume, has cut it down to 1. Yep.
Indeed. Gail Botting, first bowl, and not far away at all. Just looking to work off that bowl and does. That makes 2 shots.
So Gail, speaking of Gail, when she's playing, she was the last remaining person in all 3 events. So she went a fair way in the pairs and singles as well.
She's had a strolled week.
She looked like being the hold-up, but then narrowly lost a couple of them.
Certainly good weight being played here. This is an excellent bowl. Jeez, a bit of that jack and did.
It's a great shot.
That's going to be the game, I would have thought, today, Pete. Just keep dragging that jack as much as you possibly can on a slow green.
Yeah, and the longer the end goes, the better the drag is, because suddenly you've got a lot of bowls in front of you. So even now, that's really hard to get to. It's going to have to be, I suppose you're looking for second shot to start with. She's got 3 feet for second shot, so she can get to the jack high position.
Seems to be travelling a touch quick. I would have thought she may have played the other hand and really worked through her own bowls. Not easy to draw around those couple that are short there. Yep. This slow green.
Could have basically played the same shot as the shot bowl did.
Yep.
She only has to get past them to count or roll one of them up. Or not count, but cut it down to 1. So probably currently holding 2, probably 3 to Brunswick. So of course a 15 end game of 4s.
You'd expect today's, which is a positive given the potential weather that may come in this afternoon. The games will be fairly sharp today given the slowness of the green. Yes. They might get through them a little quicker than would normally be the case at Osborne Park.
There's no doubt, as an administrator, a slow green isn't all bad.
Yes.
As when I'm playing, maybe a little bit more pace in it.
I think particularly, I said, there is certainly some rain off the coast and inland. We're a bit fortunate so far. It doesn't look like rain here at Osborne Park.
No, but we certainly will get some, so there will be some interruption at some point, I would suspect, during the day. So that's a good shot. So that's probably second, you would expect?
I would think so, yeah. Jack Eye's second shot. Nye Archer's looking to work in off of that bowl. He's just find a hole, yeah, and can't.
We'll get the... Really still quite difficult to get shot here. I don't know if she's going to get enough pull around that front. Maybe she gets it absolutely perfectly, she will. We're going to find out, because she's given it a bit of a chance. That line was the perfect line.
Just wonder, although a hard shot for Nye as well, if he sits that jack high bowl out, make close to 4.
Well, she doesn't want to be a bowl narrow, and get it the last bowl because
No.
it's right on the running edge.
Yep. So risk and return.
Probably.
She's certainly got the pace to sit it. She's not far away, Peter.
Say, I don't know. She was, yeah.
No, you had a crack at it. Looks like just the one shot. I think they were pretty confident. Second shot was Busselton's. Indeed it is.
So Brunswick's underway with one shot. Okay, so into the second end. I think another shortish end. I think we're going to see a lot of these today. Matt's back, Jack not that far up the green.
Much better shot there.
Yeah, Margaret was obviously pushed them through quite heavily the first end.
Yeah.
She's taken a little bit off this, so she's about 4 feet behind, around about.
This the player really has jumped on.
And then
First 3 bowls are outstanding so far from Helen Paganoni.
So this is the shot where you actually don't want to take that much off. If you try and take too much off.
Oh, she hasn't done that.
No,
either,
she hasn't
Pete.
done that, I must say.
Absolutely flying.
Took it to the extreme, but not taking too much off.
Let's see if Helen can keep that early. She's jumped on the pace straight away.
Yes, well, Helen is a name that I do know. She has a lot of experience. So again, 2.5 feet behind and perfect position. If the jack is being trailed, that's where it's going to. Interesting call on the forehand.
Again, just
With the
trying to arrive. This possibly will happen a lot today, just dropping that metre and a half short. Would certainly seem the Busselton side have found the length a little better than Brunswick in the early parts of the game. That said, that is high, wide and handsome, I think.
Yep,
Certainly is.
Yes, she's
Margaret.
still coming under on that forehand. Now the shot bowl is behind the jack, so it's an interesting decision to be on that hand when it looks quite sittable on the other hand. Maybe she's worried about that jack moving.
Very quick again, but she's
So-
very close, Pete.
She's
Oh, just sailing by. Third shot. Certainly playing with plenty of aggression.
yes,
the
they are.
Brunswick side.
We're working out their style of play very quickly, and it's not backward and coming forward.
Interesting. Well, the Busselton side also playing the forehand. Just want to clear that front bowl. Although again, this has got some pace on it.
Certainly may be useful.
Skipper's happy with it.
It's just going for the draw.
Again, plenty of pace on the bowl.
Yep.
And again, just sailing really flying
Yes.
past their head.
They're having no trouble reaching, which is a good sign.
No hand change. Well, a forehand, just a left-hander.
Yes.
So staying with the forehand. Just looking to clear that front bowl and sit amongst the Brunswick players. Looks like she's done it pretty well. That's where their skipper wanted it. It's a fine bowl, just covering.
Yep, did what she was asked. Again, Naya's not looking for that much weight, so she wants a second shot. Still quite a bit of room for second shot.
Certainly getting there again, Pete.
Yeah, and she's underneath, but
A little less weight might turn onto the bowl here. Oh, and did. It's a super shot.
yeah, that's certainly changed the complexion. She's still 2 down, so Busselton's still holding 2, but the jack is now going their way.
Yeah, a lot better setup for Nye to work on in a moment. Just see this bowl again, certainly getting through the
She
head.
doesn't want the jack, or she's going to. I thought she was just going to put it straight back to where it came from. Just missed it. Probably counts.
Yeah, I would think it'd be. Well, we certainly got shot. You'd think it would be 2, certainly
2.
maybe measure for 3.
So our view is a lot kinder to the Busselton bowl than the monitor, I think.
No, again, playing forehand. Looking to reach underneath that front bowl.
She's done that. Can she sit the bowl and stay?
Very close. Oh, gee. And peppering the shot bowl. Just can't quite get it to go their way.
So she's also Jean Beswick, also playing under that front bowl.
Left-hander, so we heard backhand.
Oh, 2 left-handers in the same team. Wow, that's unheard of. Shouldn't be allowed.
Again, look, pretty good weight, just a metre wide.
Probably counts.
Yeah, gee, that
Could be 3 or 4. This
is a big
interesting
bowl.
shot selection here, whether she's taking that weight off.
Well, she's gone backhand this time, and perhaps unusually.
She's a little wide. She needs to settle.
Well, certainly a shot on here, unless they're all in already. Sit that white bowl really at 6 o'clock, or in fact, that will be worth 5 if they can roll that bowl. A couple of rolls only.
Yeah, well, just a front toucher on the other hand would have been done the same result, but I've got a feeling they might all be in already.
Oh, gee, she's pulled up.
It's one of those ones you try and be a little bit careful on a slower green, and that's where you end up.
Oh,
Nope, bit of controversy. No,
just making
so
sure.
it's 3.
And we'll look for the 4th, so no particular need to sit that bowl through. After all, it was only worth the 1 more. Unfortunately, pulling up herself, 1.5 metres short. Let's see the measure. Brunswick bowl. It looks like it might be in for 3. It is.
So it's 3 to Busselton. Makes it 3-1 on 2. All started from the leads position, so saying the last end we're probably going to have a few short ones, and they've actually thrown the mat is up a little bit, but
A metre off the ditch.
Yeah,
A metre off
this
the tee, I should say.
this is a longer end. Although the girls don't seem to be having trouble reaching, so
Let's see, Helen, she's nailed the first 4 bowls of hers, and she's pretty well done it again, Pete. That's
Yep.
terrific leading. difficult track, really strong leading. Now Margaret hasn't had any problems reaching, so
No.
we'll just see if this extra 4 or 5, 6 feet of length may assist. I think her pace is terrific.
Yeah, it's got the skipper interested. We might have to just have a chat with Knight to stay off that line. So again, Helen, she's taking a little bit of weight off this one. Same hand. I think she would like to change, but the skipper's pretty insistent that she won't. So she's under for the... she's grabbed the jack. Get... It was under that front bowl.
Maureen Beaton just working her way up the backhand, back towards the car park on A green here at Osborne Park. Looks a fairly good shot if it can just work back into jack. Weight is weight's terrific.
That's perfect. So this is Joanne Norton. Backhand, she's
going to get there or not?
She's
trying hard.
Yeah, just followed the last bowl, so a little bit wide, but weight's okay. Okay, can Maureen replicate the weight and reduce that grass line? Early call from the skip.
Yep, skipper's keen on the line. Oh, perfect line, but she's just dropped that metre now.
Yep, she's just... Okay, so Joanne Norton also needs to keep her weight. Slightly less line. She's also dropped that weight by a metre. This is a thirds call. You've got to get it right when the third calls their shot.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? You thought could have worked their own bowl up, but decided to change hands. It's the opposition's bowl that's coming in.
So you'll see a line there. So
Still played it pretty well though.
She's creeping on it. She's just gonna. She got to her. No, she got past her own bowl.
It could well be second shot. Yeah, just the one shot. So, in fact, getting second shot with that bowl.
This is Noleene McCormack. Look at this. Oh, she's
plenty of pace
plenty
here.
of pace, but she's going to crash.
Again, just taking some risk and trying to negotiate the opposition's bowl, which is probably 45-degree angle.
Yep.
Looks like she's played it relatively well.
The weight's good. Just got to hold that line. Holding.
I think she's drawn shot, Peter.
Won't run away too far, will it? So, great shot by Gail.
Yeah, confident, wasn't she? She was confident in playing that somewhat dangerous shot in the backhand, but she's played two beauties. Second shot with the first one and then drew the cold shot with the second.
Well, this line's pretty good too, but it is fairly rapid.
Bit of jack.
Bit of jack.
And does get some jack.
Get some jack and does hold on for shot. Busselton probably have a couple of seconds. Certainly, maybe not one. I'm changing my mind. I don't know how many seconds they've got. Not as many as I first thought, anyway.
No, it's a sort of jack-high bowl, over near the tee that was originally second shot prior to that bowl. Probably his second shot now, or certainly second or third. See what the plan is from Skipper.
Yeah, we haven't been able to read them particularly well so far.
No.
No, this is following the last bowl.
Backhand, of course.
He certainly looks
Pace
like,
looks very good.
Pace is very good.
She will be crashing. Well, she has four to run into on that hand with her next shot. What's Nye going to play? Really, she has to play the backhand. And does. Trying to clear those front bowls. Probably has a metre to draw.
So I'm not sure she's
quite a good. She will.
Yes,
I think
she will get around it.
That's
She
a
didn't do much.
terrific shot.
Didn't do much. So that is the shot. So certainly two. No indication about that third one.
This will have to have some degree of weight unless she gets a hole, because they're 4 or 5 feet out, these bowls, and slow green have to really be punched up unless she finds a hole.
Well, if she finds a hole here, she is very good, because this is great weight.
What a terrific shot this is.
It's a great shot. So it's one to Jean Beswick and Busselton. I don't think she can get at it.
Gee, the margin for error for Nye here is, she's going to come down a bit of a look. Margin for error on her backhand, in other words, the same bowl she last night. I don't know that she can get shot.
No.
On the backhand. I'm not sure it'll turn. Yeah, she says that she's a bit worried about running into that front, the yellow sticker, the blue bowl, at about 7 o'clock to the jack. Whether she can get around that or not with his slow green. There's not much on the other hand, though.
She's trying to find a hole somewhere.
Yeah, not much on the other hand with, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 opposition bowls 5 feet out, so
the jack's just as good for her if she can find a path to the jack.
Yeah, best option.
Sticking the backhand. I think she might be coming a bit quicker through her front two white ones.
Yeah, or in off the almost the jack high bowl.
So she
the
has
second
got
shot.
weight.
She's got plenty of weight.
She's looking, finding a hole there somewhere.
Oh, dearie me.
Or that.
It's you got 2 plans, and that was the third one. But
I'm not sure it was the third one either. So that'll be 1 to Brunswick. Have word from our great sponsors, AFGRI.
When you buy a John Deere lifestyle tractor or ride-on mower, you join the John Deere family. And that means more than just owning a piece of our equipment. It's the dependable support of your local dealer, backed by a global network dedicated to innovation and quality. Call into your local AFGRI equipment today. We've rolled out the green carpet for you.
Yep, and we're back. So Jack's been set at 3/4. It's not short, not long. Must be 3/4.
yeah, and see how the leads go. There's no real specific length end that either side have jumped onto. That's not a bad start. Certainly better than being 8 foot short, so only probably 2 feet behind the jack.
Just a very quick look at the games going on over the pairs there. The Dudley Park Gamelling game is close. It's 3-2 to Gamelling, and Port Brevard have jumped the Binning Up team, so they're 6-0 up. We also have a singles semi-final going on with Gingin's Kathy Gobbart and Beacon's Joanne Lancaster. So that hasn't been going very long, but I think Joanne Lancaster might be up 4-2.
Yeah, good shot here.
Yep.
Almost jack high, but I guess in a day like today, anything behind is going to be beneficial. Obviously lots of bowls certainly reaching and more through the head.
So Helen's around the area as well again.
Yeah, she's had a terrific start to her game. Yep, that'll be good enough. So good strong start there.
Just a little bit of breeze at the moment. Just picked up a touch. So they'll be pushing into it, if anything.
Yeah, it seems to be coming around the corner, isn't it? Here at Osborne Park, it's almost coming straight from the north. As they say, storm weather.
No, that's the good end area, isn't it?
Oh. You're the country boy. You're supposed to know all this sort of farming stuff. I have to get Doug Kelly.
Farming stuff. Doug
Kelly will come on in a moment. Will tell us where the weather's coming from.
Yeah, here we are.
Clarify.
Clarify wind, rain. Give us the exact time of when it's going to arrive. I'm sure we can. Then eases off again, so it's just a little flutter.
Certainly plenty of weight in this bowl. Just sliding past the head though again. Busselton still hold the single shot.
Yep. Sticking with the outer side or middle of the green on the back end. Also sliding around.
Listening to the radio, the bowl show this morning on 91.3 Sport FM. Certainly one of the questions, Pete, as I'll ask, question without notice, in terms of the Metropolitan Premier League and One White and Blue North South Grand Final venue for next week. You see a terrific bowl there, just dropping a foot short. In terms of venues, would the rain during the week cause any particular change to grass versus synthetic, or sticking with grass?
Yeah, it is a question without notice. Obviously, it'll be just sliding through the hole. It'll be a neutral venue, sort of tie. So it's really it's a really hard one.
I guess today's results will have some bearing on it.
Some bearing on it. Obviously, the weak rain today and tomorrow won't really affect the grass synthetic debate. But if it looks like raining all week, then maybe that's a decision that we certainly want to give them the best surface possible.
And of course, with the COVID restrictions being lifted on Thursday, we've now got back to the opportunity of spectators and 3 games being played.
Yes, we were looking at the possibility of splitting games up just to keep the numbers down, but those regulations changing on Thursday has certainly helped us a lot.
And for those that I suppose who are maybe pushing, because given the forecast during the week is for certainly some more rain, for the opportunity to play on synthetic, finding a synthetic club who's not involved in finals, we've got 3 greens available. Also presents some degree of an issue.
Yes, there's not a lot of them.
Particularly if you
start involved.
Yeah, if you're obviously cancelling out the Cambridges and so on, who will certainly be involved.
I obviously likes looking at the bank or near the bank as her line, as some do. She's got a good line here, is whether she's no, she's not
Looks-
creeping around the front. Or it might have been a little bit short as well. So we do suspect Busselton are one up. We're happy with that.
I think so, but dangerous shot here because it's any touch on either of the sort of the wing bowls, if you like, will probably give the shot to Brunswick, but it's going to be short anyhow. So there's no danger in this one giving it away.
There's not a lot of margin for error there. She has to be around the front, which is going to put her really close.
No, I think she's just trying to look at the
See where that peg is.
the peg, yeah, working off the peg, asking her teammates to move. She plays her final bowl. Certainly, weight is there. Can she find a gap or a hole?
Oh,
Not
no,
quite.
she got onto her own bowl, which didn't do enough. So again, she has to be really. June Beswick here has to be really close to that front bowl, otherwise she's going to be very close to the opposition bowl at the wrong position.
Track seems fine, but she doesn't want to be
Wide.
touching that outside
No,
bowl, and
no.
she's missed that. So, still one shot.
We suspect.
What are those girls doing? No, they're going to measure. Perhaps not as obvious as we may have thought. Oh, it's a good third. Not only a measure, but
Yeah.
has her own chocks in the pocket.
It's a professional third.
Comes the measure. That's certainly beating that bowl and comfortably beating that one by the looks. So, just going back for a second time.
One to Busselton, we believe. Yes. So one to Busselton, so that takes it to 4-2 after 4 ends. So just a bit of volleying for the start of the game. Just
Yeah, no real obvious pattern yet. It's no
No.
length patterns either. It's so far really I guess the player that's had most influence is the lead,
yes.
who really has played particularly well for Busselton. So dropped to, I think in her 8 bowls, really 7 of those have been spot on. So one of those days perhaps where the lead could dominate the game given the pace of the green. See what she can come up with her first bowl here.
Busselton certainly seem to be erring on the side of longer than shorter. But they've only had the opportunity to throw the jack one way as well.
Ah, good point. Again, this looks a very fine bowl to kick things off.
Yes.
And a terrific start to the game. Played by Helen Paganoni. She has certainly found the range. Margaret Exton.
Margaret. Her best end was certainly the last one.
A little bit longer.
So she seems to be.
In the area here as
Yeah.
well.
She seems to have found the length as well after a shaky start. She's last few ends have been quite good.
Yeah, she's drawn shot there. That's a terrific shot. Helen can respond to that. Playing her forehand back towards the car park here at Osborne Park. Giving it every opportunity again.
She's just going to slide on by, but nice position. Can Margaret follow up? Consistency is the name of the game. She might have done the same thing, just sliding on past, which is certainly not all bad.
Skipper just calling it a touch wide there. Doesn't look a turn too much today.
No.
Breeze looks to be right behind them, where they're bowling from at the moment. See the little streamers across the other side of the green look like they're going pretty well straight right to left as you would look at the screen.
Be a bit of protection up this end with the clubhouse, you'd suspect. Dawson Park's always noted for wind going around corners and certain, I suppose, dead areas on greens where it doesn't turn or it turns more than you expect.
This one's going to pull up considerably short, unfortunately.
Looks like a better line, but you might still have a little bit, not much, too much. For your metre through. The first part right, but she might be still pulling up that little bit short.
Yeah.
So bottom one down, so if you're trying to sneak around the front, a little bit of a trail.
Yeah, Skipper's keen on the line, but again pulling up short.
She's pushed up that line, but I don't think she's quite pushed up enough. It might... No, it won't get the third shot either, I don't think.
Getting a little busy up front.
So Gail Botting looking to keep that line with another 6-7 feet.
She's found the 6 or 7 feet, that's for sure. I think that's a pretty good bowl as well. It's
Yeah.
2.5 feet past.
It does gives the skipper a few choices. Depending on how aggressive she wants to be. So Noleene McCormack has also got a bit extra, but also is on the high side. So we'll see what kind of player June Beswick is, because there is an opportunity on that. Well, she's a left-hander, so go backhand for her. If she can get underneath the blue to the jack, it's all her bowls on this side on the good side of the head, or sit the shot bowl in the middle.
Does seem to be turning a little more. Well, it's actually June's backhand. Yeah. Does seem to be turning a little more.
So she's playing that, so it was interesting to see what kind of weight she has here.
Well, she's certainly got weight to clear it out.
I like the intent, and she's close.
Very close. What a terrific shot this might be. And she does peel it out.
Shot and still set it up for the next one as well. Really good shot. It's
good skipper's bowlers. It calls everyone all the side on the other hand and then leaves it for herself to peel it out. Good thinking, Skip.
Yes. So nice. Well, she got the choice of an open hand or getting around bowls. I know which one I would choose, but I got a feeling she's choosing the other one. She's going backhand, her backhand, which means she's got to get around the front.
Well, she'd love to, at worst, get second shot and cover these 3 catches.
Yeah, that's the only advantage.
I think she's done it pretty well, Peter. This could be an absolute whopper here. Gee, what a shot this is.
What do I know?
And gets shot.
What do I know?
Terrific bowl. Perfect weight.
So still a big opportunity here for Jean Beswick. She can get half that jag. She's probably making 3, 4, 5.
Again, she's got the legs. Third's pretty chirpy about it.
She's just not going to get down. Still only 1. That was a really good effort. Weight was very good for the shot. Is changing hands, which is...
Maybe just looking to sit that bowl now that's been displaced.
Certainly makes sense.
Sit that for 3. I don't think she's going to have the legs, Peter.
No. No, but the first one was nearly the bowl of the day.
Yep. Terrific shot. One more to Brunswick.
One to Brunswick, so that makes it 4-3 to Busselton.
Just giving a peek across at the other
5
games.
ends.
Peter. Oh, they're away. Dudley Park looks like they're up. It's the Roma Dunside 5-4 after 4 ends over the Gamelling side. Next door to that, it's 7-4 to Port Bouvard over Beaton. And then really stretching across to the singles game, looks like Kathy Gobbart is up 7-4 over Lancaster from Beacon. So 17 up, Peter, in this end of the singles.
Just let me have a look. I believe so. These questions without notice, I've got to stop. Still 17 up, yeah. 21 up for the final, but still 17 up for the semi-final.
Just a late change to the board, so 5-7 in fact. Port Bouvard's up 7-5 after 6 ends against Beaton.
So another 2 good leaders bowls. They're starting to have a bit of a battle, these two.
Yeah, they've certainly seem to have settled into what this probably just 3/4 length. Certainly no more.
Yeah, it's still 5 ends. No one's won 2 ends in a row.
This one's got a little bit of pepper on it. We're sailing 7 or 8 feet past the head, but again, nothing wrong with that when the green's running as slow as it is today.
Paganoni just sliding underneath, but won't go too far. Probably 3rd shot, but it's in the head.
Just give you a quick look at our trusty weather radar. There's a big hunk about 100 kilometres off the coast, but as you mentioned earlier, it does seem to be sliding south. We hope that won't hit Osborne Park or any of men's pennants today, with some critical games at all levels. Hopefully they can all get through unaffected.
Nice talking in sign language, not a lot of voice, but pretty clear from her action. She wants sitting her own.
Yep, certainly. And she has
Little trail.
played with good weight. There's our line.
She's sliding underneath, though. If she, all that. Ooh.
The old wiggle.
Nice wiggle.
At the pairs game, it would appear Dudley Park got a nice little score in the last end, 8-5. Now on 6 ends. Again, using the front bowls there with Busselton now only this the one down.
Going for cover. I suppose there's two things you do in this situation: go for cover, or you try and turn something around and make it a little bit less attractive to the opposition. I've chosen the cover option.
Oh, I'm not sure there's a lot of cover in this one, Pete. I think she's actually going to reach the head.
No.
Oh.
But at the moment, that's a reasonably wide target for Gail botting.
Yep, certainly calling us that extra metre through the head.
Yep.
Playing her backhand. So just trying to take it out clean, no jack.
Or turning her own, I suppose. She's a little bit
touch wide
for either of them. And probably not the weight either that she would probably need.
Yeah, I think both threes there would like another 5 or 6 feet of
Yes.
weight on their last bowlers. Nye again calls for probably 6 or 7 feet extra to get that back catcher. Yeah, certainly more weight on this one. Out of the hand, clearly more weight.
We changed, I think we're calling it change hands.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, he's changing her hand.
Change hands, so now playing her forehand. You don't really want the jack with. At least you'd be following it this way. Again, didn't probably have the weight.
No, lacked another metre, easily a good metre of weight.
So still an opportunity for both skippers to actually, depending on what they want to do, Nye could well try and trail that jack down the line. Takes the danger away and adds a couple of shots to her head. She's on her forehand.
He looks draw weight,
Yeah.
Peter.
Yes.
Draw weight, if that.
Under draw weight. Maybe she's looking for the blocker because she's looking at it quite intently.
Yeah, well, she
Yeah,
gives herself the clap.
So she's
okay.
done the old blocker. Which is
Yeah.
interesting.
Kevin Howson blocker. Oh, Kevin, good country man. Used to love playing the block shot.
So June Beswick just sliding under again. Probably not. Yeah, wants a bit more weight than that to get something turning over. So Nye Archer, she's going for more cover.
It's interesting, sort of going for cover. So far, the last 3 bowls from Busselton haven't actually reached the head yet. So,
No.
not sure cover is probably what's required. Let's see what June can play here. Yeah, certainly more weight on this.
So she's sliding underneath. She's done that job well. Up and over. No, she's slid through the hole. So that'll be 1 to Brunswick. That brings them level at 4 all. After 6 ends. Breeze just wafts in again. Sometimes it's a little strong and then it dies down again and then it comes back again. It's the first time one of the teams have won 2 ends in a row.
6 ends gone, 15 end final this one.
And this is a long end. This is a genuine long end. Matt is quite back. Jack's only about 3 foot off the tee. And it's not a bad starter. A bit wide, but weight's very good.
Yeah, I think that's it. Margaret seems to have been playing the longer ends far better than the short. I think going this way, a couple of ends to go have been her 2 best ends, and again, pretty well the full length.
Helen's got the line right. Settles down. Slid through about 5 feet. 6 feet. It's just got to stop. It's going to slide through again, but Helen needs to lose that 5 feet. She's probably happy just losing 4 feet. In doing so, she has.
There's plenty on this one. She's lost the line.
Lost the line with similar weight. So that's certainly her worst end.
Looking across the singles, Peter, that looks like a full count to Kathy Gobbart. 4 bowls within, well, a foot, really.
Yeah. She's already leading 9-4.
Yeah, big end. Joanne Lancaster, well, big target if she wants to play with weight. Really probably a metre wide, the 4 bowls of Kathy Gobbart. She's thinking hard about what to do as well. Draw to try and save, or try and rip out as many as you can. Just keep my eye on. It's the furthest rink from us over on rink 5.
Maureen's pulled up about 3 foot short.
Still taking a fair while to deliver her bowl is Lancaster. It's only draw weight. Let's see what result. Oh, she's just the head in the hands, which suggests that she hasn't done a lot to chop it down. She hasn't. She's a perfect weight, but 1.5 metres wide, so it's 4 shots to Kathy Gobbart. It stretches her lead out against Joanne Lancaster 13-4.
Maureen's looking for that 3 foot, and the skipper really likes it. So I'm thinking she's got the 3 foot.
All over it.
Perfect.
On a terrific bowl. Well played.
Perfect. Noleene McCormack looking just to probably get a closer second. She's got a fair bit of weight on this. So I think she's sliding around to the back, which it's stayed on, so it is the backest. It might be quite useful later on.
Well, certainly there have to be a fair bit of weight. Any weight on that shot bowl, Jack is going straight back.
Potting got the line right, but he's pulling up well short.
Oh, she'll be a little disappointed with that. Plenty of room to draw another good second shot, but Pulling up 6 foot short. I don't think this is going to be much chop either, Peter.
No, it's pulling up really quickly there. It's an opportunity here because there's plenty of room to draw a second. So, out of the hand, halfway down, it's going to struggle.
Yeah, it's 3.
It's every roll it can get.
3 parked up the front, unfortunately.
So Nye's played some really good draw shots in the last couple of ends, certainly going this way even, probably more so. It's going to take something special to draw this, but
And that's pulling up 20 feet short.
give her a rap and
Yes,
let you down.
Cop that. She's really, I think 1 down's probably her best outcome on this end. I'm not sure she can really get shot on the sort of green it is. She's only got...
Not on the draw anyway.
Yeah, she probably got 2 seconds, but I think it's all for Busselton to make the running.
And this one has.
This has, yep. It's exactly what she was wanted to do. 2 to Busselton. No, again, trying just to find a... Gee, not much of a gap, but looking to find a gap there to get second shot.
She's certainly got more weight.
Proved us wrong a few times.
She has.
It looks a little wide, though.
It's wide. I think she's...
Yep.
The back of that.
All right, open shot here.
So they've already scored 1-3 this match, so they're looking to double up.
Mini break. There's a good, certainly a metre to draw another shot. Just anything like your last will do. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good here, Peter.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a mighty fine shot.
Breeze is back.
Breeze is back with a big way, yes. In it comes.
Accepting.
Papers go everywhere.
3, and while we set back up, we'll go have a word from our sponsors.
When you buy a John Deere lifestyle tractor or ride-on mower, you join the John Deere family. And that means more than just owning a piece of our equipment. It's the dependable support of your local dealer, backed by a global network dedicated to innovation and quality. Call into your local AFGRI equipment today. We've rolled out the green carpet for you.
And we're back. First ball about to be sent. And Helen has found her range again after having a little bit of a nap the last end. She's back on it.
Just to look over again at the singles game. It would look like Kathy Gobbard again has picked up a further 3 shots.
It's a great shot there by Margaret Exton, sitting the Helen Paganoni bowl.
That singles game could be a tight game over very quickly all of a sudden.
Yeah, 4 and a 3, that puts a dent in it.
Suddenly 16-4.
Helen's moved plying here with a great shot.
Well played.
3 great lead bowls.
As the wind really starts to pick up now here at Osborne Park.
Can Margaret answer?
It's in that singles game, of course, 17 up. So Kathy Gobbart, that 4 and 3 in consecutive ends, 16-4. awful long way back now for Joanne.
It's on her way. She's a little bit wide, but certainly won't be wasted. She's not that far away. Maureen. Beaton. It's put up a little short, but a bit of protection. Joanne Norton just on the tight side. The weight's pretty good. It's probably 2 feet short, so she needs a little bit more, but so Maureen Beaton really trying to beat that opposition bowls just behind the jack on the wide side. That'll be enough to count if she beats that.
Certainly plenty of legs, just going to be hang out that high side. In fact, it only pulled up jack high. Gee, it stopped quickly into that breeze.
Yeah, it's pushing into that breeze as well. Joanne Norton also looking for that 2 feet, but she's pushed it wide as well. Easy thing to do. Gail Botting, I think they've only got one, Busselton. So beating that wide bowl on, we'll give another second shot.
Yeah, she's gone the other way. Metre short.
Change of strategy here by Nye Archer. Pushing up through that hole. He's not too far away from something, but just collected the front and blocked up the hole. Gail Botting's had a few short ones the last few ends, so she would be looking to still beat that outside wide bowl. That will still be another counter if she can do that. The weight's a little bit better, but just a little bit high. So still only one to Busselton. Nye wants a hole open up for her, I think.
Yeah.
Any contact into the front, just to open it up a bit.
It certainly has the weight for that. Plenty of good weight here. Anything could happen, really. In fact, not really much did happen. Really, did it? Got the outside bowl and didn't touch another bowl.
No, didn't open a hole and gave them another one behind the head, but didn't really firm up the Nye Archer chances.
Just stretching the eyesight across the other side of that singles game. Kathy Gobbart looking to finish off against Joanne Lancaster. 16-4 up, holds 2 good shots. Joanne has 1 bowl left. Kathy still will bowl the penultimate bowl of the end. Probably happy enough just to try and cover, because Joanne.
Well, they got one behind eventually. So Nye Archer shaping up as if she's using a fair bit of weight. Oh, I see a bad angle here for Busselton.
Oh dear.
A very bad angle.
Well, plenty of applause. Plenty of applause rings out, but I'm not sure it was
Some
deserved.
applause, and there's some shaking of the head, and there's some muttering going on.
It's a small number, Peter, too. It might be 3.
Well, it was a lucky result. It is a penalty for Busselton just not getting past the head. They had plenty of opportunities too, and they just didn't.
Well, June's flying, and
Ooh,
will she get a bit of luck? Well, she probably gets third shot out of that, maybe.
maybe.
See, no, holding 3 is the call. So Nye looking just a forehand draw to make 4, and get the game almost back on level terms again. Her bowl looking to find the big hole at the front of the pack. I'm not sure she's done it though.
No, an opportunity there that gone to waste.
She's disappointed with that.
But as the Busselton skipper Nye apologised, and June said, "Well, we had no back bowls, got what we deserved."
Very generous.
Yeah, it is.
7 apiece.
Sure, I would see it quite the same right way, but she's right.
7 apiece all of a sudden. As we look over the singles in that game, I missed the last bowl of Joanne Lancaster, but clearly didn't change too much because that game is over with Kathy Gobbart successful over Joanne Lancaster of Beacon.
Pairs game of Dudley Park and Gamelling has gone to 8-8 on 8, keeping it all very simple.
And the second game, pairs game, it's Port Bouvard 10 bidding up 5 on 8 ends.
Bit of a rumbling in the distance.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Thunder about.
It can be in the distance all it likes.
Let's have a peek at my radar, Peter. Update that a little bit.
We're looking, just look at the comments. Welcome to Vince, who's watching from Leppington in Sydney. I think we had Leppington, Sydney for the girls. I'm not sure if it was Vince again.
Rusted on.
Sitting in.
Rusted on listener, Peter, no doubt.
Well, probably. So what time is it over there? About 1:30 in Sydney. Both leads have gone a metre through. Again, they got the wind behind them coming this way. Helen looking to take that metre off. And she's not. Yeah, so that breeze just possibly caught them out.
Fluky, isn't it? It's sort of got a big gust all of a sudden, and then
Yeah.
it just drops off altogether.
Yeah, there's not much around now. Just this is Joanne Norton. She probably needs a bit of breeze here.
Yeah.
So just drop that metre short. Most common measurement in bowls, 1 metre. So Maureen Beaton. Skip likes it. Just not going to quite get back.
Probably shot, Peter, I think.
Yeah.
You'd hope that something will be inside that, but it's certainly shot.
Again, I think they are where they're bowling from. They are feeling that breeze where it should be turning on that hand. I guess we had a couple of comments, and it's just gets in the shade of the building.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do as much as what they think it should.
Fine shot here. It's a critical shot. 2 or 3 down. Draws shot. Quick peek at that weather radar. It's an awful lot of rain off the coast,
Yeah,
which we can see from here.
It seems to be staying off the coast right now. Oh, another little. The weight was really good.
There's a big, yucky looking blob about Lancelin, which might be tracking a bit more down the coast rather than offshore, so hopefully that won't affect the day's play to any great deal.
Noleene McCormack's just going to pull up. Yeah, about 3 foot short. But it's a really good guide. It's one of those really good guides, this bowl. Slide underneath that last blue one, sit the bowl, trail the jack. They've got the 2 catchers waiting. And no excuses for being short with this one.
Just a quick, looks like a number. The bidding upside in the pairs game, look like they've picked up a healthy number. Suddenly it's 10 all now.
Ooh.
And I think it's 11 ends. So nice comeback by the bidding upside against Port Bouvard. In fact, just changing back to 10 ends. So 10 all on 10 ends and 8 all on 8 ends.
Keeping it nice and simple for us.
The pairs games.
Well, that's the weight that Gail needs. Trail that jack 2 feet, sit the shot bowl. About a metre, 5 feet on her last. She's interested, but she's got to slide under. She might need a touch.
Oh, calls for the ride and gets
something, but maybe not enough. Although it is that pace of green when you have to push them through, you're going to get a few more rubs than normal. No, Archer definitely needs to give this this bowl of hers a friend, because it's one amongst 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One amongst 5. Jack 2 feet is also 4.
Ooh, I don't think she's here, Pete. Not with that one.
This is not a blocker. Well, not meant to be one anyway.
No,
it may make her look for the bowl rather than the jack.
There is a gap.
June.
There's that front gap there, isn't there? There's a gap there between those 2 bowls, which will sit that shot.
There's a lot of opportunities there.
Yeah, certainly anything with a couple of metres of weight, and yes, she's got the metres, a couple of metres of weight, all right. Might just be wide.
Yeah, just wide. Doesn't want to pump that in.
That's
that sort of. There's probably still only one, but.
See what Noah can do with this one. Certainly looking to improve on her last. Yeah, she got. Certainly going to be flying past the first bowl. Looks pretty good from here.
I don't think it's that lazy turn. Just won't get down.
Yep.
Well, opportunity here. Again, anything. Contacting around their front blue one there, or around it, or under it, or through it. Again, weight's not an issue. She's certainly got plenty of that. And she's very close to this shot bowl.
Was she going to work off this,
Or
I think?
off that.
And there's the jack. Oh, gee whiz.
She was close to everything. That was...
It was 4 if she touched that jack.
Instead, she's 1 down, so... Brunswick will hit the lead. 8. Busselton stay on 7 after 9 ends.
Tight game. Good game. Luck going both ways, but that's going to happen on a day like today with the green running probably about that sort of 13 seconds, not much more. Always a bit of luck involved with playing through the head, which you need to do.
Going back a little bit shorter than what we have been. Pushing into that breeze. In the pairs, I think the Gemelling pair just got a couple of numbers to go up 13-8 on 10. Margaret just pushing it a bit wide. So Helen's Paganoni sliding underneath, but
Shot.
yeah, definitely shot. She's been probably the most consistent of everybody.
With legs on this one, just pushing it through that bit of breeze, speed of the green.
Yeah.
Helen doing nothing more than looking to beat her own, will be fine. I think she's played that pretty well.
She got better line than she had the first time, so
That's terrific lead bowls. Well played.
again setting the head up very well. Nice little shot here for a second. Joanne Norton just sliding onto those two shot bowls. Just got to hang the head, and it will. Didn't quite reach it, but it's good enough for shot. And we got Thelma Motzel. Good morning to you. She's backing for the Busselton girls. Yeah, the weight's good. It's just going to hang again. So Joanne Norton looking to add 2 feet. Slide between the jack and the Busselton bowls. She's just pushed it wide and long, so there we go. We've got Redhika. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I'm trying my best. Redhika from Fiji. Fiji watching.
Goodness.
It's great to have you on board. Yeah, a well-known face in men's Countryweek in the past, Matthew Pennington, barracking for his Busselton ladies. It's a bit hard for me to answer Maxine's questions. Does the video have sound? If someone could type a yes, because you won't hear me say yes. But Maxine, if you hear me, yes, it does have sound. You got some Brunswick supporters, so that's good. We're evening them up.
This one just sliding under the head again.
So again, Busselton are surrounding the head, but haven't got shot.
Yeah. There's been a few of those, isn't there? The last few ends have had opportunities really to, try and sit a bowl or roll a bowl through a foot or two for a number or pick the jack up for a number. Just haven't been able to get that critical shot on the last bowl, and Brunswick just having that little one tucked away in the head, although this looks like it might have a friend.
Yeah, it's going to slide. It's just...
That helps an awful lot. Trail still on though, if they can get to the bowl, get to the jack. What's the skipper going to call?
That's interesting. She's asking clearly not asking for her to trail it. She wants her around that on Gail's forehand, being a left-hander.
She's very close too. If she's got the legs.
Yeah, she is.
She's got the legs to push it too far. No, she hasn't pushed it far enough.
But still.
That'll give June some options, doesn't she?
Yeah, it does give June some options to trundle, as we say. Trundle through that onto her own, onto the shot bowl.
Well, you think if she can get the last bowl up and over 3 or 4 times, it will go down the line, pick the jack up for 3.
She needs to bring out her inner Victorian and rake through. Sorry, Victorians out there. Traditionally good rakers.
No, I would love to get to those 2 brown bowls just behind the head. Well, what she's done a few times again, Peter. She does like the old blocker, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Relatively new player.
If she is, if that was a blocker, then she's on the wrong hand.
No, she's just giving herself a bit of a smack, so I don't think she was trying that.
No, I think she has the occasion. When she's short, she occasionally is really short.
What's June got?
June's...
Is it going to drop? Working hard into the breeze, yeah.
Well, the weight will be enough. Just needs to get that tight line.
Yeah. Sure, Noah's really improved very much. She will creep past her own, but not by a lot.
No. Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's disappointed with that. Got to laugh to herself.
Oh, she's disappointed or bemused.
Now, June, can she get this centre bowl up and over onto the jack for a number? I think she's closer.
She is certainly
closer to that middle bowl.
It's a bit
That's
of that.
The one she wants.
And she's... has she done enough? No.
Didn't quite get it right in the middle.
Another so close opportunity, just not quite getting it right.
Looks like a measure. Yep.
One to the Brunswick ladies. So Brunswick goes another one ahead. So they're up 9-7 on 10. As we have a word from our lovely sponsors.
When you buy a John Deere lifestyle tractor or ride-on mower, you join the John Deere family. And that means more than just owning a piece of our equipment. It's the dependable support of your local dealer, backed by a global network dedicated to innovation and quality. Call into your local AFGRI equipment today. We've rolled out the green carpet for you.
And back as the first bowl is about to be bowled. Again, going with the breeze again. 3/4 length. Matt's right back. Brunswick have been able to put together a couple of ends in a row. Three ends in a row, in fact. Okay, rink 3 is called for an umpire on a
for length.
jack length.
I wouldn't mind
Very
facing.
confident.
I wouldn't mind facing Dennis Lilly on that cricket wicket. It's about 40 metres long. Girls are measuring this one.
So would I if he's bowling at his current age. I would.
Well, let's see how much this would appear to be.
Stop about now.
Comfortably in. Please don't throw the jack back.
Helen again. Gliding through a couple of feet just on the breeze. It would be awful if we got that wrong, but
Whew. All good.
I think it was quite comfortable.
Yeah.
So the jack in the pairs game is comfortably in.
Just looking at some notes here that's supplied by President Doug Kelly, particularly on Nye. Quite remarkable, really. A Southwest singles champ this year. Seemingly the first time in 51 years a Brunswick lady has won that title. And her front three have been playing 4 years or less in their bowls' careers. So two of them have won the club novice singles in that period. So I guess a real lack of experience from the Brunswick side. So what a great thrill for them to get all the way through to this final of the Ladies Countryweek fours.
Yeah, I don't know if it's their first Countryweek or not, but you're thinking, how easy is this? A bit of jack.
And that's
all the jack. So
that's how you win the novice singles at Brunswick, is plough into the jack there for shot. So terrific effort. As I said, I think Nye's been around for a few years now.
Yeah, I think so. She certainly comes down and plays in a few other events other than Countryweek.
Did she make a state squad, Peter, or was she close to it? I have a feeling that she was involved. As I see a terrific looking bowl here, and shot. Well played.
Maybe a development squad.
Maybe a development squad. Ago. Yeah, I just seem to remember sort of contacting her through the club to avail herself of one of the rep squads. Certainly a Countryweek fours title would not hurt her chances of higher honours.
And of course still going in the singles as well, so still a chance for that.
Absolutely. Not sure of if she was in the country ladies side, which unfortunately of course was cancelled due to COVID restrictions. But given this performance, you certainly should be in next year's side. Again, a fine shot here, looking for the bowl or the jack. It's the hole. Happy enough. All right, June is calling for, well, in this case, lefty, backhand draw, has shot. A little bit careful here, the second shot only a foot behind the jack. In fact, no, she's on the forehand.
He's on the forehand, yes.
Not quite as dangerous here. Got her own bowl to run into.
She's sliding underneath.
Pretty good shot here.
Doesn't know if she wants the jack or not.
Oh, that's a terrific shot.
Still one, but it's a better one. It's a safer one.
Yeah, it takes away some of the danger for the opposition's bowls now. Probably now has 2 seconds. Brunswick side, if they can clip the bowl out on the forehand, which is the hand they'll be playing. Again, back towards the car park down here on A Green at Osborne Park. Certainly got the legs.
She has.
Certainly has the legs and must be really close to flicking this through.
Got all
and
the jack.
Gets the jack, but
but she's still down.
Unfortunately, the catcher down the back.
Yeah, there seemed to be an element of surprise. I'm not sure if Nye missed that bowl. Well, bit of room now. Opportunity to add a second shot. Similar weight to her first.
Well, she's certainly getting there. Just needs to drop, which doesn't like doing out that side of the rink. It has not really turned very much at all. Almost running straight down the blue line. So, Busselton holding 1, 2 seconds for Brunswick. Probably a metre each short. I think Nye, when called upon, has played this shot really well today. Playing the back end.
Yes, on that hand too, she's played some pearlers.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to creep around that front bowl. No more, won't turn much.
So she's
Not sure about this one, Pete.
No, nothing much wrong with the line potentially, but there was a bigger issue.
We just got to clear that front pack. Probably has 3.5 feet. Jack high to draw another.
Yeah, it's just, as I say, keeping it tight on down that blue line to the front bowl there. So
I think she's got the legs. She'll have to find
a way.
Creep
She's got
around.
one past one, she's got
And
past
did.
two.
What a good shot. 2 shots. Nye needs to replicate it.
So she was on the mat quick. Well,
She needs to hurry.
Yeah, she's left it a bit short again.
Same bowl if that's possible. We'll make 3. It's it out nice and smooth. Well, it looks like she's certainly got the legs.
Not sure she has.
No, you're right, Peter. Again,
But,
and wide as well.
Yeah, the wide was hurting her more.
Yep.
So 2 to Busselton, so that squares it up at 9 apiece, I believe.
Yep, 9 all and 11.
So 4 ends left, and we start again.
Quick look across at the other pairs games. We've got Dudley Park down to Goomalling 10-13, although I do see Dudley Park had the mats. I'm not sure if a score had got on the board yet, but 10-13 on 12 in that game. Of course, Roma Dunn playing for Dudley Park. And another tight game next door to that with Binning up 11 and Port Bouvard 12. And that's also on 12 ends. So some tight games in the pairs. Those ones 14.
Of course, playing 14 ends, so
Yeah.
there's only 2 to play.
14 end games, so up and back. Again, Dudley Park down by 3, Binning up down by 1. So 3 good games.
Helen's Paganoni started very well again, and followed up nicely by Margaret Exton.
Well played. Not sure that I hear a call of 3.
I did hear, I thought I heard a call of 3. That would be to Binging up then, because they've gone to get the mat.
Yes. So Binning up now grabs the lead, 14-12, with just the 1 end to play. Is it an end? No, it's up and back.
What are they on, 12?
Actually, can't
Or
quite.
13.
Is it a 2 or a 3? No, it's 13 ends, Pete. No,
So
last end. Last end, Binning up over Port Bouvard by 2.
They've been behind most of the game. It might be the only time they've been in front. Bending up.
Judy Flanagan leading for Binning up. She had toucher with her first bowl, but just slid past. And
Ooh, just shaved it. Joanne Norton in second position, trying to slide past. She's a little bit tight for that.
just pushing up into that
Yeah.
steady breeze now. Looks like it's still right in their face. Looking at the then again, looking at two different lots of streamers at either end. One's going right to left, the other one's going left to right. So swirly breeze. I think really they're going pretty well into the teeth of the breeze now, though.
Yep.
Maureen, fine shot here as
Beaton.
you sit the bowl. Oh, just
Sliding
sliding under.
So Brunswick holding 2 shots, but do need something past their head, right where Nye Archer's got her foot. This one's definitely past the head. Stays on, should be. Where's me head? I'm not sure it's going to stay on. So she knew what she had to do. She had to get past, and in doing so, went right past.
Just a quick peek over on that pairs game on the last end. Certainly bidding up 2 in front and have the bowls
Again, shaving the jack.
closest to Jack. Port Bouvard lead about to play her 3rd bowl. First 2 bowls really nowhere near the Jack. Won't take much part in the end. Needs a close one, given they need 2 to force an extra end.
Helen McCormack just going to draw another. Maybe draw another shot. It's close. Doesn't help their situation behind the head, but. So on the crossover, that bidding up still up.
Yes, still up. Really not a lot of position around for Port Bouvard, so Port Bouvard skipper all the work to do. Well, there's the back bowl.
Yeah, they've got one there finally, and they've got one there perfectly.
Perfect spot. Well played.
June Beswick probably needs to. It's more just a nice confident draw now. She's 2, maybe 3 down.
Look at the Port Bouvard skipper in that pairs game. Oh dear, drops it about 6-7 feet short.
And slides through. Nye Archer drawing another one, so that's 3, maybe 4. That's the shot. It's a really important bowl in the context of the game, dropping a 3 or 4 this time of the game.
Yep.
She hasn't got quite as much weight this time, but she's not getting around the front ones either.
Holding the 2 is the call.
Call on which ring?
Terrific line. She got the legs to arrive. I think not.
No.
Pulling up.
Drop the freebie. So how many are they going to take out here?
Look at the bidding up rink. They're holding 4 with Port Bouvard's skipper. Last bowl. Gee whiz, I'm not sure. She needs 2. Drawing shot's not good enough.
They do have the backest.
Yeah, I think somehow she's got to play with some sort of weight. Really hope for a bit of luck. Said 4 shots, including a back bowl from bidding up, really have all the corners covered. See what she can play. Just Played with the right weight to drag the jack, but that's what she needs to do. She needs to drag the jack, and she has.
Oh, I don't know if she's done enough, but it's jammed on the front, on some back. And they're still down.
Binning up, hold the one shot, and that's enough for the. That's a terrific shot. Binning up, hold the one, though, so they'll win that game. Binning up over Port Brevard 15-12.
So, after all that excitement, Brunswick did get 4. So the score is 13-9 on 12. Very excited of watching the other end. Rome are done. The Dudley Park girls got 1, so they're playing their last end. With Dudley Park behind, well, Gamelling in front, 13-11. And Margaret Exton has sat one right on the jack. When you've just got a 4,
That's what you want, isn't it?
that's quite useful.
Let's keep an eye on the pairs game. Dudley Park needing 2 to force the extra end, and the lead, Lexi Webster's, probably a long metre short with her first bowl. Must be getting behind, so give the skipper a chance to make that 2 for an extra end.
So Helen Paganoni again. Her first bowl is actually quite good, but in the context of the game and the position it's in, it's actually not good, but this will help. Slide on past. That's a really good shot. Gives her teammates a chance.
In the pairs game, the Goomelling side leads have bowled their first 2 bowls, and it's Goomelling who hold the 2. Remembering Dudley Park need 2 to force the extra end. Third bowl of the Dudley Park lead on its way down now. She looks like she's got the right weight if she's got the right length, and she has. And she's drawn a front toucher for Dudley Park. There's one of the 2 they need. Up to you now, Roma. Although the third bowl of the Goomelling lead still to come.
This is Joanne Norton drawing a second shot. So Brunswick, that's 2. And the Busselton girls really need to move that shot bowl off that jack to give themselves a chance.
Third bowl from the Goomelling lead did not change the head, so it's 1 shot as they change over now to Dudley Park, needing 2 for the extra end.
This is a really good effort by Maureen Beaton.
Wow, what a terrific shot.
It might be touching. I don't know what the other one is doing. No. Must have touched and then rocked back again. It's nice claiming the shot.
Looking at Roma Dunn, her first bowl after the changeover. She can clear the front. She's probably drawn a second. She has. Roma's drawn on a 6 inches short of jacks. That's the 2 they need for the extra end, if they can hang on to it.
Well, certainly a good 2 over there.
Yeah, Goomelling
They'll need to move the jack, won't they? Bumping the shot bowl, which is
Gemelling skipper is flying and crashes into the head, but gee, just the way the bowls have moved, it's still 2. Although both now are jack high. Still 2 for Dudley Park, but nowhere near as good a setup as it was a moment ago.
Gail's got the weight here, but she just hasn't quite got the weight to move things.
Roma done. Her second bowl looks like it's going to pull up, 7 or 8 feet short. Whether it's in the way or not, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, it's a big target for the Gemelling skipper to work with here. She's wide. Missed with the first.
So Brunswick's just packing the back here. On the fours, packing the back and expecting the jack to move.
Roma. Played a few of these in a time, Pete. Roma done. Looking to draw another one here to hold game.
It is her last bowl, isn't it?
It's her last bowl, and she looks like she's pretty good. Will it get there? No, I don't think it does.
We've got a wave of the hand to say maybe, maybe.
Okay, so concentrate on the pairs game for a moment. Dudley Park at worst are holding an extra end. Gemelling skipper on the mat. Looking to sit anything or drag the jack. She has the catches. Looking pretty intently. Oh, and she slid past. So
2 is a minimum.
2 is the minimum. Out go the 2. Let's have a look for 3. Out comes the measure. So it's a measure for extra end or game to Dudley Park. It was nice. One of those short ones again.
Yeah,
Comes every now and then. Measures the first bowl, looking to stretch the tape to the second. 2 it is. Extra end. Extra end time for the Dudley Park Gemelling pairs clash.
Between Beswick, pulled up short. She's in a difficult situation. She hits the jack bowls, shot bowls too hard. She's actually going to be worse off.
No, that was probably jack high at best. Good bowl, but
Yep. Not a lot she could have done, in fairness to her.
yeah, Beswick just got to somehow almost clip her at the outside of her own bowl. Nothing more. One down's not great. Oh, and gee, she's pulled up short and narrow too. Oh, that hurts.
It's one more. Oh no, okay. No decisions. No decision. Nye was confident. Has she fooled us?
Oh, umpire's state of shock, having to
Move.
have to get up out of their seat.
Sue's.
Out comes Sue Hogg.
She was concentrating on the toss for the pairs.
So, millimetre in it. Oh, and there's a bit of controversy right from the start. The Dudley Park game. Thrown the jack, Dudley Park, and now they're looking for the length, appropriate or otherwise. This looks a lot shorter than the one they measured previously, Pete. Let's have a look.
Closer.
And that's short by a foot. So, jack goes back. Gemelling now to throw the jack. And no doubt an advantage. Gemelling with the last bowl. Question obviously, can either of the leads jump right on with their first? Gmelling certainly playing a longer length than Dudley Park. Jack's back on the tee and probably thrown good 3/4 length.
And it is 1 to Brunswick. So,
Probably as they thought, really, wasn't it?
yeah, certainly Nyarcha was confident.
Up and back.
We go to 14-9,
14-9.
and as we go on the last two ends, we will have a quick word from our great sponsors.
When you buy a John Deere lifestyle tractor or ride-on mower, you join the John Deere family. And that means more than just owning a piece of our equipment. It's the dependable support of your local dealer, backed by a global network dedicated to innovation and quality. Call into your local AFGRI equipment today. We've rolled out the green carpet for you.
We're back for the first bowl of the fours and the second bowl of the pairs.
And it's advantage to Oh, here's a terrific shot on the Brunswick side. They're really
Margaret.
putting the boots in at the moment.
She's certainly got better and better as the game went on. That's been a good battle for the leaders' positions. Helen started really well and has continued, and Margaret's certainly matched her in the probably from the end 4 or 5. She's matched her bowl for bowl.
Here's Helen again. Yeah, well played. It's the pairs game certainly advantaged Gmelling. Dudley Park lead has dropped 2, disappointingly 4 feet short. Gmelling Jack high. And this looks a very good bowl as well. Yep, Gmelling certainly with the lead hand after 2 bowls each of the leaders. Now, can the Dudley Park lead get there? Oh, Jesus. Not positive. She's dropped another metre and a half short again. So 3 bowls, 3 to 4 feet short. Little uncertainty in the pairs game. It's certainly advantage Gmelling. Gmelling lead to play her 3rd bowl before they switch. It looks a mighty fine bowl too. She has. Skipper likes it. That's 3 now to Gmelling. Well, this will require all of Roma Dunn's experience to get them out of this. No position really at all. Has to just dead draw.
So the Busselton crew really need to make something happen this end. 5 behind with 2 to play.
Get the next one. Next game. Next game. Roma done with her first. Oh, hits the shot bowl. There's 3 in a line, but she hasn't got shot, so it's still advantage Gmelling. Really good shot there. Brunswick drawing it around the head. Nyarcha calling that shot. Doesn't look it on our monitor, but certainly calling the shot. There's Gail Lemos has drawn the absolute shot in her game.
In the pairs game.
In the pairs game for Goomalling, so still holding 2, probably 3 shots really. Not a lot of room to work with, given that Dudley Park Lee dropping 4 foot short with her first 3 bowls. So, Roma Dunn will change hands. As much as anything.
There we have it. Yep, we have a bit of a picture on that pairs game over there.
Oh,
This is
no, dear.
Roma,
Is
nice
that
timing. That looks like Roma might have just come off the front for shot.
I think she's called shot. Her partner, Goomalling, having a good look at this.
So,
Oh, it must be very tight. Yeah, calls it down.
so back to this game. Brunswick are really all over this head. Busselton really need to shake something up here and make something happen.
Yeah, certainly wait.
Five
through the middle.
behind, 2 to play, and 2 down.
Yep.
With nothing at the back either, but they need to get something rolling.
Just hanging in the area though. She chipped that.
Through the head.
Good effort. Look at the Goomalling game. She's
Go. It's just going to
just
slide on
wide.
past.
Yeah, just wide. There's one bullet gone.
So 1 bowl left each over there.
And the skippers will go, we're coming down to have a look.
Yes, Roma. Roma will have a look to see if she's got shot.
Both skippers coming down to the head. I'll have a look and say, well, 1 each. Extra end, of course, this one, with Dudley Park grabbing a 2 on the final end of the game to make this an extra end. There are all sorts of strife. A moment ago, Roma got a bit of a ride off a side bowl for, we think, his shot bowl.
So Nye's just staying away from it, really. She doesn't really have to make the running. June
Yep.
Beswick does.
2 bowls to really get shot, really. I think she must get shot to stay in the game. Playing with some weight again. She's sure she's going to drop, or is she willing it in?
Yeah, something's happening, but
Oh, she's gone through that same hole.
they haven't had the rub of the luck, I must say.
Okay. So Nye in
It's
the
actually-
hunt.
Yeah, in the area.
She
More
gets-
so than I thought she might want to be. But why not?
All right. Some action going everywhere. Roma done with her final bowl of the end. And certainly the match. So she played the backhand. Weight looks okay.
It's not arriving, is she?
No, she's dropped. She's pulled up short, isn't she?
A bit wide.
Short and wide. She was disappointed with that one. Oh, and here's a
That'll be another 3.
ah,
So that's makes it 17-9. Last end. You don't see too many 8s in the game.
no. This will be a good comeback from here. Having a state fours, if I remember, Pete, a few years
Yeah,
ago at
it did.
Dalkeith.
It did.
The lazy,
Quite a few years ago.
the 8 on the last end
I'll
to
tell you the recipient was Steve O'Neill. I won't go into who the person wasn't. It was the other side of
still
the
burning,
things.
probably.
Yeah, but Steve O'Neill's Osborne Park team were the recipients.
Okay, so here we are. Gail Lemos has got her final bowl to stay alive in the Countryweek ladies pairs. Fails to convert, then Roma Dunn will continue her run. Backhand draw shot. Backhand anything, just make sure you got to give us a chance.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
Peter,
think she has.
I don't think she has.
No, I hope she liked the measure.
Oh dear.
Because it won't come into the focus on the... There it is.
Oh,
It just
dear.
comes into the focus.
That's
So
disappointing.
I can see the tape coming out here.
Well, the purple's jack high in the flat bowl.
Purple looks.
And I think they've
just called for the umpire.
Called the umpy.
The purple looks good from here.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Jack high or a fraction behind. It's, laying down, as they'll say, the old flat bowl job.
But
out come the umps, or ump. She's got the 2 feet long trammel. I don't think she's going to need that.
No, the one trammel was a bit too long. She has got another one in her hand, covered everything. So
the short one will do.
Again, the leaders are around the place in Brunswick and Busselton.
Steady hand required from the umpire.
Julie Saville, local Osborne Park umpire.
Ooh, bit of lightning off in the.
There is some lightning in the
off on the
distance.
coast. Not good when you see lightning on the coast. You've got to play at Fremantle today.
Yeah, you enjoy that. You'll enjoy that.
Ah, terrific.
I'd take your raincoat if I was you and your metal hat.
Yeah, I'll be no pickup sticks today down there. Julie Saville still just making sure, getting the measure first on the Goomalling bowl.
Again, the leaders on this rink are really good.
Slide it across to the
Helen, one shot.
Dudley Park bowl. And, I think she's going to make a quick decision, but no, she's going to go around the other side. Careful, Julie.
Roman's having a look over her
just rolled it straight out.
Oh, we could see that.
Dudley Park. It didn't take long, that one, did it? So Dudley Park
that's
somehow
through.
get through. Goodness me. Forces the extra end with a 2, and then nothing like a bit of luck. I'm sure Roma's, as we look and see a really good bowl here through the hole. Yep. I'm sure Roma's had plenty of luck and had plenty of unlucky bowls in her long and storied career, but she was pretty pleased with that one.
Another Countryweek title or possibility. And while she's won a few, she's probably missed a lot in her career with Australian duties and other stuff around. She probably hasn't played in as many Countryweeks as we think she probably should have.
I'll tell my Roma Dunn story, Peter.
Not today. I don't know.
I'll tell my Roma Dunn story. So, Kwinana, of course, was her original club, and many years ago, and went down as a young lady to.
Cunderdin might disagree, but yes, no, Kwinana. Yes.
She went down many years ago to play effectively her first ever game of bowls, and was refused entry to the green. So, because she didn't have the correct hat to play at Kwinana on this particular day. So a lovely lady gave her hat so that the youngster could play, and that was my ex-mother-in-law who provided Roma with a hat so she could play her first ever game of bowls.
Started her career.
So old Laurie Delavere, green named after Bert Delavere down at Kwinana, long time treasurer down at Kwinana.
Just having a quick look. Roma's last pairs title was in the 03-04 season. So going, 19 years.
With
Julie Lindsay.
Of course.
She had a long career.
Long association.
With.
Yep, indeed. Peter, can't see an 8.
No.
At the moment.
No, they need to.
Now, I guess if it was the gents, they'd be
quite attacking,
hurling everything down to get that jack out of bounds, but doesn't seem quite to be the case with a lot of the ladies. Still drawing. Not quite sure how they expect to make an 8 out of this, but anyhow.
It's a nice shot.
Nice shot.
But the Brunswick 4 will not be particularly worried.
No, they're happy with this. Sure, the ladies would know it's 15 ends, I would hope.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah,
I would think so.
obviously not overly confident they're going to make the 8, so we'll just, in any way, shape or form, they'll just play the end out and that'll do us.
Get to double figures.
It's a great line, but just not going to arrive. There's so many bowls today will probably have that fate. No, just saying well done to her team, and just to remind you of some of the stats that Doug Kelly gave us earlier on. The front 3 played 4 years or less of bowls down at Brunswick, and 2 have won their club novice singles in the last 4 years. So what a quite remarkable.
That is.
And I must, a bit cheeky, but they're not young ladies who are just starting off their bowls career.
No.
They've obviously found bowls late. And wow, what a fantastic result. And
Result from for them and the club.
yeah, and really the sport as well. You know, to know that you can join a new sport such as bowls and really reach the highest levels in the country so quickly was a fantastic effort. And all credit to Nye as well as their skipper, who's no doubt schooled them all the way through the competition. You know, accomplished player herself, Southwest Singles champ this year, and as we mentioned, first time in over 50 years that a Brunswick player have won that, but she's obviously held those ladies' nerves and so on together all the way through. Fantastic.
So just playing out the last couple of bowls by the look of it. There's going to be no fireworks. The next game, we'll end this stream when the game completes. We will look at the weather, but the next game live streamed will be the pairs, which will be Binningup versus Dudley Park. If you've got your notifications on, then you'll be notified when that is going to start. There's a bit of
Was it your stomach rumbling then, Peter?
well, earlier on it could have been with the kitchen making those bacon and eggs. We were right behind the kitchen. It was a terrible smell when you haven't had breakfast.
As we see the final bowl coming down. Well done to Brunswick. Has a terrific result. Ladies shake hands.
So that'd be the winners of Nye Archer, Noleene McCormack, Joanne Norton and Margaret Exton for their first title. Nye will continue on to the singles. She has to play a quarterfinal of the singles now. She's got a bit of catch up to do. She's got a long day if she wants to win the singles title.
Well, I had a first look at the green, hadn't she, I suppose. That might be some sort of advantage for her next game. But, wow, as I said, what a remarkable result for Brunswick. Terrific. Well done. Gallant in defeat, the girls from Busselton. But in the end, just outplayed by the Brunswick side. Congratulations to them. So Nye will march on for the singles. We'll bring the presentations on very shortly for the ladies' fours. Until then, we look forward to coming back with some pairs action, and then, of course, later in the day, the final of the ladies' singles, whoever that may be.
So what we'll do is, obviously, we're finishing up this broadcast, this live stream. At the start of the next stream with the pairs, we'll also try and bring you the presentation of the fours as well, just before we start that game. So we won't be too long, we hope, once we've settled and we had a look at the charts and the weather. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you to our terrific sponsors, AFGRI Equipment, and we'll see more of them in the very near future. So signing off from the Osborne Park Bowling Club, and we hope to see you very, very soon.
When you buy a John Deere lifestyle tractor or ride-on mower, you join the John Deere family. And that means more than just owning a piece of our equipment. It's the dependable support of your local dealer, backed by a global network dedicated to innovation and quality. Call into your local AFGRI Equipment today. We've rolled out the green carpet for you.